Glenn, what has happened to the Electronic Frontier Foundation? They used to be a very sincere friend of free speech.
I think that what has happened to them is the same thing that has happened to so many groups, which is, on the one hand, there is a huge sector of American political life that got caught up in this insane mania that Donald Trump was this unprecedented threat to all things decent. The conspiracy that consumed the American media and our political life for 4 years was something that it's going to take years to realize how insane it was. The idea that the Kremlin had infiltrated American institutions and basically controlled the government through clandestine blackmail power over Donald Trump, but they kept feeding on this mania with each other, that he was the new Hitler, that he had sold the United States out to Russia, that they basically relinquished all of their previously held principles. I don't mean just EFF, but I mean a lot of these institutions I once respected in general, including the ACLU, because this groupthink led them to believe that they could no longer afford principles, that they were involved in a war on the front line to protect everything decent, and that meant you couldn't afford principles. It was just a war of power. I think the other problem with the EFF is that they always have been very close to Silicon Valley, funded by Silicon Valley, and so as Silicon Valley became more aligned with the Democratic Party and liberal politics and started censoring more, EFF lost its ability to be this kind of independent force, to be a bulwark against the kind of censorship they once would have condemned. When we created the Freedom of the Press Foundation that I just alluded to with Edward Snowden, one of the founders was Barlow, who was crucial to the founding of EFF and was an outspoken proponent his whole life for a free internet, a free and open internet. And to watch EFF kind of fall into this same groupthink as so many other groups is kind of sad, but I think that's what explains it.